Okay, nice. That's amazing to see, that we have a group, mix of the tech, mix of the uh, students. How many non-tech people we do have? Anyone non-tech? Okay. Now, we'll be open the chat window for every one of you. Okay, I hope you all can able to reply to us, and we will try to answer as many questions as much things will be there, right? So yes, I'll share my screen now. I hope every one of us can able to see my screen. Bhumika, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, nice, very nice. So, every one of you, welcome to our session, the AI tools for students and professionals. This is the session where we're gonna talk about these different AI tools, how you can use the AI tools, how you can use the prompts, how you can create the custom prompts or the things. The session is, I know it's for a limited time, but I think like next time I should, with the kind of response I have received, definitely I should make it, a workshop kind of a session for a day or a two. So yes, I would be we would be talking, the various things about the AI, where we would be seeing that what are the tools which would be helpful, or how the AI will be helpful for the students, how it will be helpful for the non-students. Before we start, just ping in the chat window, that what is your purpose with AI today? What is your thing? What do you want to learn with AI today? Okay, let's hear out from every one of you that what do you want to learn, right? Let's see what are the some great responses we get from our audience, that what do we want to learn. And there are a lot of good, goodies. There are a lot of stuffs we have which we'll be sharing. So anyone can help us to confirm that if you have access to chat, you are able to ping us, like you are able to drop any message or questions in the chat or not. No, okay, so let me enable the
Sir,
chat.
I think the chat is disabled.
No problem, I'll just enable it for the. So yes, I have enabled the chat window. Now every one of you can able to chat with us. So just confirm if you are able to drop a message or not, and drop that why exactly. So why we are here today and what exactly we need, right? Great. So anyone want to tell us that how many of you are still in fear that AI will replace your job? How many of you are still in fear that AI will replace your job? Okay, a lot of people are still in fear that AI will replace your job, but okay, I will tell you, so I'll just quickly give an introduction about myself. I'm Sachin Agarwal, I have a decade of experience into the industry with the DevOps, cloud, and now AI, and I have built a lot of different platforms, implemented the AI and built the AI agents and the things into the industry with respect to the DevOps, with respect to the cloud and other things. I just apart from that, I do like try to share the knowledge whatever I have over my YouTube channel name as Skill Up with Sachin. We have our courses on Udemy. We have the Written three books on DevOps, and like those are like named as the guide to start DevOps at any age, mastering DevOps with continuous security, and DevOps for the enterprise. Not only that, but also I got this year we got an opportunity to present us to present me like on the TEDx platform, and we have talked about the hidden power of AI. We do have shared our video link for the same in the group, in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Now, before we start, before we think about this, our first question, was that what would you want to do today? What would you want AI to do for you today? What is your expectation from AI? How you feel that AI will make a change in your life? How do you feel? Like ping us in the chat window that how do you feel that AI will make the difference in the your life? Okay, people are saying everything. We have like complex works easy and a lot of other responses. So that means that AI is gonna help us with a lot of different things. Exactly. AI is not going to replace or not going to take away our jobs, but AI will help us to basically make us more productive, right? To make us more better with our work, right? We can do some more better productive work. How, right? So if you compare, if you talk about the life before AI and if you talk about the life today, right? Life with AI, right? Now, every few years, we have the different set of technologies. Every few years, we have a different set of things which keep on coming, right? But when you talk about the but when you talk about the life before AI, what it was for a student, for a student, life before AI was completely different, right? It was the for the assignments, for finding the right curriculum, for finding the right content, right? You have to go through the multiple places. You have to understand, you have to see that if you can basically you have to go through the multiple tutorials, multiple platforms, and understand that how does that work, right? Now, apart from that, for the professionals, for resume writing, right? For revamping your resume or for proofreading your resume, what you used to do, you basically used to talk to some of your seniors, you talk with some of your mentors and ask them to review the resume, right? But again, they didn't had that experience, they didn't had that 8 years scoring system which can score your resume, which can give you the exact score based on the job description and the things, right? That if your resume will be okay or if your resume will be better or not, right? So when I talk about the life, without AI, right? When I talk about the life without AI, it was good, it was easy, but yes, it was complex because we were doing more search, right? We were doing more searchable things, we were doing more stuffs, right? So it's like, don't know, you are waking up at the morning, you are seeing the 50 unread emails. You need to write a report, you need to write a research paper, you have to prepare a PPT, you have to attend a meeting, study for an exam, and learn a new concept. Each and everything which you have to do, right? All those tasks require some time, right? They tasks some require some time, right? Now, apart from that, right? Apart from that, what has changed, right? What has changed from the life when the AI has arrived? AI has not something, which has arrived slowly, right? It has not arrived slowly, but it has arrived like a wave. It has arrived like a wave because all of a sudden we all wake up in the morning and we heard about chat GPT, right? And we all say, hey, ChatGPT is something which can turn our photos into some modern photo shoot place, which even a photographer doesn't able to do that, right? It can give me, it can complete my assignment, it can write my resume, right? So suddenly everything got changed, and it was something, a dramatic reveal where it doesn't just automate the task, but it amplified the human potential. It doesn't just automate the task, but it also amplified the human potential. For example, a student, right? who has to write or who has to read that 10 page of chapter and understand that now he can take a help of the AI, right, and summarize those chapters for himself and can use the other time in the other kind of assignments or making the other projects, right, or doing some other things. So that is how it is helping you to summarize your chapters, right, to summarize the things. AI is not only helping you to rewrite your resume professionally, but the 50 unread emails which you see in the morning, right? It can summarize with to you that hey, out of 50, five are junk, right? Five you just have to reply that okay, acknowledge or approved, right? Or five are informational emails. Means it can summarize your emails, right? It can give you the summary of the emails and it can reply also on your behalf if your workflows are created right in the right way, right? We'll see how all the tools which we are talking about or the things which we are talking about, how the different tools will help you on this. Okay, now how the life has changed with AI, right? How the life is changing with AI, right? So, if I say, right, if I talk about that how the tech or the non-tech life has been changed, right? Anyone want to share how as a tech or how as a non-tech, based on your experience with any of the AI tool, you talk about ChatGPT, you talk about Claude, you talk about anything, how your life has been changing. Come on, guys, let's make this interactive. Let's have this session, let's have the answers from every one of you. So, the life for a student, it has changed because now instead of seeing the various resources, right, a student can refer to this resource, right? It can provide a different links to this resource and it can set that resources and they can learn faster, right? They can prepare the notes instantly. They can, if anyone who wants to improve his English, right, he can talk to the he can talk to the AI, right, in the AI voice mode, and it can teach you the English language, right? It can tell you about that how to learn a language too, right? It can understand the things. A non-tech professional, who doesn't understand or doesn't know how to write the emails properly, how to send out the proposal email to the team, right? How can they plan their day? How can they plan their week? How can they prepare the meeting summaries, right? A tech professional who has to write the code, who has to generate the code of a higher quality, who has to debug the issue faster, understand and create the architecture and the documentation, it is helping in each and every sphere, right? It can make the designs for you, can make images for you, videos for you, and also can able to understand the trends, right? So that is how AI is helping us in our everyday lives, right? In our everyday lives, it is helping us because it is actually acting as your real mentor. Okay. Now, how AI has helped me, right? Before I ask or before I tell this, that how AI has helped me, I would like to know any fun fact which you had with AI, any story, any fun fact which you had with AI, just in one line of word, just say that how AI has helped you. Someone is saying create an image. Wow, someone is saying acting as a mentor. For someone, it is helping as an email, right? Someone got a bug in the chat GPT. That's great, right? Someone can like run the DAX queries, can make presentations. So yes, there are different use cases, the different things, the homework or any other thing, whichever we want to create, right? It can create the things, right? You can create your own chat GPT by asking it that how can you create your own chat GPT, right? We have a lot of different things. You can create your ebooks and other stuff. If I talk about my AI story, right? So my AI story, it has helped me a lot in making my life more productive because it can do a lot of tasks on behalf of me. For example, it can send me the summary of the email. It can summarize me for the meetings, right? That okay, what has happened in the meetings, what are the keynotes I should take away, right? It has helped me to write or to debug the code issues, right? To troubleshoot the issues. The tools like Claude, tools like Copilot, right? Those are giving me a lot of different informations, right? Help even the PR reviews which we put in the code, those are helping my code to make better. So definitely, it has made a lot and lot of difference. And with that difference, it has not only acted as an assistant, but also as one of the right mentor, which can help me to understand, or which can help me to detect the issues, to detect the problems immediately, and tell me that you have to improve on this part. Okay, so yes, AI has definitely helped me in a lot way, or in a lot better way. Now today we are going to talk about, and we are here to understand that how AI can help you, right? How AI can help you to make the things better. Okay, now, how many of you are excited to see that, what is coming in today? How many of you are excited to know that how we can create the personalized chat GPT, how we can personalize chat GPT, right? How we can put up the prompts, right? Give me the celebration emoji if you are excited to know, right, what's coming further. Okay, great. Now, what is AI? The very first important point is that for everyone, before you start AI, we should think first of all that why or how AI can help me. Because if you don't know that how you can use that tool, right? So just giving the prompt, any random prompt and getting the answer, you might not able to utilize that tool. You might not able to utilize the efficiency of AI in a better way, right? So to make sure that how AI is gonna make difference in your life, it is very, very important to be to understand or to get the context for yourself, right? What is AI? What is this artificial intelligence, right? It is nothing but it is a tool, which has the power to learn, which has the power to learn. Learn from where? From the information which we provide, right? From the information which is available over the web. It learns from those particular information, and it helps us to solve the problem by it has a capability to think, right? It has a capability to create, right? It has a capability to design. So AI is nothing, but it is a tool, right? It is our that friend, who knows everything, right? Who knows everything. We all have one friend, right? And you ask them anything, you ask them random question: why sky is blue, right? Why water is why this leaf is green, right? Why this water is becoming green, or why this water is blue. You ask them any question, they can answer you everything, right? So AI is your that friend, who will basically be very loyal to you, and they will answer all the questions, they will answer all the things for you, right? Now, what are the prompts, right? Until now, whatever the tools, whatever the programming languages, right? Or any of the analysis tool, right? The analyst uses Tableau, right? You uses the Power BI, right? Coders use the Java, C++, right? Any other technology, right? All of these tools, all of these things are doing what? They are following the instructions. They are following the instructions. What kind of instructions? The instructions are very simple, that how you give the instruction that write the program, and which basically does let's say create a calculator, right? And it will follow the instruction, it will just design the things for you, whatever the instruction you have put up. What are the prompts to AI? They are the same thing. They are the instructions, right? Prompts are what? They are the instructions to the AI, right? Instruction. But this time, this prompt, the more better you put, the more better answer you get, right? So this workshop, this webinar is for those people, who can understand, who where we will make you understand that how to write the better prompts, how to put up the prompts in a best way. Okay. Now, apart from that, you must be seeing, the terminologies like LLM, agents, agentic AI, right? LLMs, agents, agentic AI, MCPs. What are those? LLM is what? That is the brain, that is the brain of everything, because that's the large language model, that's the large language model which talks about everything, right? Which talks about everything. It is the brain behind the tools, like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. You talk about any of those tools, right? It is one of the important part, right? Agents and things are nothing, agents, agentic AI. When we talk about those, that means there is something, which is now not only answering the questions, right? It's not the chat GPT is not only like, it's not like a chat GPT or something, which is just answering the question for you, but it is doing the task for you. You have given a workflow that, hey, if you get this email, you go and you check this thing into this document, get the extract the required information, put it in the mail, right? Draft the email and send the email on my behalf. Go ahead and attend the meeting on my behalf, right? Summarize the meeting on my things. So that means it is doing the work for you, right? It is doing the work for you. So this is world, is moving to the agentic AI now, right? And MCP is what, if you want to connect to the different tools, with your AI apps, like your Google Drive, like your uh, Canva or any other kind of a tools, right? The Google Photos and things, everything is going to help you with this particular tool. Now, before we move ahead, right? How many of you feel that your prompts are good? How many, is there anyone who doesn't use Chat GPT? Let's see in our audience, if there is anyone who doesn't use Chat GPT. Okay, there is one person who doesn't use ChatGPT. That's great. But any other? Let's see. Okay, how many of you have tried to analyze your prompt? How many of you have ever asked the ChatGPT this question that, hey GPT, can you analyze the prompts which I have given to you so far, comparing to the prompts you received from the rest of the world, right? How will you analyze or how will you score my prompts, where you will give me or help me understand in a that it should give a better thing? Give me the thumbs up emoji if anyone of you have tried that. That means hardly few people are there, right? Hardly few people are there who have tried this, right? Who have tried this, that to understand that are they giving the prompts the things to not to, are they giving or asking chat gpt itself that whether my prompt is good or not, right? Prompt is very important part. Here we are going to talk about the prompt, right? The prompts are very important part in the entire agentic AI or AI world. Okay. You talk about prompt is what? That is your input, right? That is the instruction which you get. Now, AI responds how? By matching the patterns, right? It predicts the things based on the training data, based on the data which it has, right? Now, your prompts, whichever should there, right? Whatever the prompt you are applying, whatever the prompts you are putting, right? All those prompt should have a certain structure, right? It should have a certain structure. What should be your structure, right? You should understand, you should tell the prompt about the goal, right? That what you want, what you do, right? Whenever you go for a shopping, right? Whenever you go for a shopping or whenever you go to a restaurant, right? What you do at very first? You don't go and you just don't say, nah, hey, you go and just go, please bring naan, please bring chicken curry, please bring butter roti, right? Or the gulab jamun or any kind of a thing, right? You don't say, right? You decide, right? Before you step out from the home or before you enter into the restaurant, right? You decide, right? That by looking their menu or whatever the things they have, right? So you decide among that, okay, what should be your what you want to eat today, right? What do you want to do? So means you have a goal for yourself, right? every day we have a goal for ourselves, right? In our office we do have some goal, right, which we do. That means that is the outcome we want. So likewise, whenever we want to ask ChatGPT anything, we should think what should be our goal, what should be the outcome we want, right? So we should know the outcome. After that, draft your prompt, right? First, don't directly run or test it, right? Draft your prompt and think that whether this prompt which I am giving to it, will it able to give me the right answer? Will it able to help me by giving the better answer or not, right? Means the prompting should be in this way, that we have decided the outcome, we have decided or given it a clear task, right? We have given it a clear task, that this is the task I want, right? And then think over that, that whether this prompt will really help me or to get the better output, or it should be improved, right? For example, if you say to that, right, that what hotels are there in Paris, right? What hotels are there in Paris, right? What will happen? This is a very generic prompt, right? Even if you type it to the Google also, Google is also doing the same thing, right? It will tell you that, okay, there are five hotels, right, which comes under the premium category. There are five hotels which comes under the lower budget category, and five under the mediocre category, right? But where did you make it understand that what do you need? You think it from a simple terms, right? You have a friend, who is living in Mumbai, and you are asking him, hey, what's the best hotel I can go to in Mumbai, right? He will say, hey, go to Taj, right? Or go to ITC. But will that help me with my answer? I will ask them again, right? Hey, tell me the hotel which comes under my budget, right? Or no, no, I just want to go for 1 day trip, right? A short trip. So tell me the hotel, which is nearby the Bandra area. So that means your prompt should be clear, right? Instead of giving that, okay, what hotels are there in Paris or what hotels are there in Mumbai, you will say, right? You will first ask ChatGPT, or you will tell ChatGPT to act like a person, right? Now, in this case, you will ask them to act like a travel advisor, like a travel expert, who has specialized in putting or in helping the travel, right? In help, or who has known for a travel things, right? And also known for some unique hotel stays. And then you tell that ChatGPT, right? You tell ChatGPT, right, that I am planning a trip. I am planning a trip to the Paris with my family, right? Or a short business trip. And we are looking for a hotel, a three-star hotel or a small stay hotel, right? What do we care about, or what is our necessity? I want that the hotel should be, the comfort, and it should be in the city area, it should be in the middle city area. And I just want the hotels which have a rating of 4.5 and above. Now, when you put this up, right, this is your goal which you have given. Okay, this is your goal you have given to the chat GPT, that you ask that, okay, you are travel advisor, you want a hotel which is in the middle city of the Paris, right, or in the Mumbai. You want it for official trip or you want it for a family trip, and for how many days or what rating you want. But what kind of answers you want, right? What kind of things you want is that you also have to, because it will elaborate the answer for you. So you have to tell GPT that format your answer or format your response into the number list, right? Into the number list with couple of 1 2 sentences, right? Give me the pricing in only the INR currency, right? And these things. So that ChatGPT will not give you the entire answer in terms of, the whole big paragraph, which again you have to read and summarize for yourself. It will give you the summary by on its own, right? Now let's consider, let's try this prompt. And before that, we'll also try 1 2 more things. So let me share my GPT screen. So I see a couple of people have already tried this prompt, which is good. Now I'll share my screen. So how many of you are aware that ChatGPT Go has been made free from this 4th of November? Give me the celebration emoji if you all are using the ChatGPT Go version for free. If you are not aware, you can upgrade to ChatGPT Go in free, and it has been provided to for all of the users. Now, if you see here, right, if you see here, you can go ahead and you can personalize your GPT. Okay, you can personalize the chat GPT. How? By adding the things about you. You can tell it. So if you go to your name and you click on the personalization, right, you can able to, you should put that, right, that what should chat GPT call you, right? What is all about you, right? What occupation you do, what more about you ChatGPT should know, right? And you can also then tell ChatGPT about the custom instruction. You can say that I want the answers or the responses, in short and precise way, right? Numbered list. Don't expand it until I ask for. Now, what will happen by default for all the instructions, ChatGPT will do the analysis or will create the responses in the same format, right? It will create the responses and the things in the same format. Means you can basically you create your own custom instruction which you can give to the chat gpt. You can set the tone, right, that what kind of tone you want to, right, you what kind of tone you want to set. You want to make sure that your responses comes as a professional tone, as a friendly tone, right, as a cynical tone, or whatsoever it is, right? By default it will always be default, right? You can tell that how concise your information should be, right? What should be the enthusiastic level, right, where it should be more energy, more excitement, like we have today here in this webinar, right? Do we want like that, or how do we want to put this up? So you can customize, you can give this personalization experience into this into this gpt, asking about all of these things. Give me the celebration emoji, or clap emoji rather. If any one of you have not done this and you have got to know this first thing, that okay, you can personalize the GPT on your own. So let's give the clap emoji for all of us if we got to know that okay, we can personalize the responses using the GPT on our own. Okay, now how many of you, before we talk about the prompts, right, before we move on to the prompts more, right, you can also connect the apps and the things here, right? You can talk about all of those things here, right? Now, apart from this, tell me how many of you use Canva for creating your images? And the how many of you have used the Canva Magic Media? So you can use the Canva, to create the images, to create the videos, right? Canva does provide the AI also, but that comes under the premium feature. Let's say we want to choose, one of a template, right? We want to create a design something, right? So we go to the Canva home here, right? Into this template, right? And here, let's say we search or we say that, okay, we want to design the Instagram post, right? Now, we can click on create and let's go on social media and let's go on Instagram post. Once we have this here, right? In this, we can see this magic media. And now, instead of creating a post on your own, you can say that you want to create a post, right? Let's say you want to create a post of, a boy with his laptop in hand in a busy market debugging something. So I want to create this image, right? Let's see what does it do. How many of you have already used this feature? How many of you are aware about this feature and you have used this feature? Now you can just copy this image, you can just select the image whichever you want to. You can put it like this, right? Or you can put this image, right? Whatever the image you want to create, you can put the image here and can start building or can start customizing it, or otherwise just download it, whatever else you need, right? You can add your footer, you can add your header, and you will get the things. You can create any kind of a graphics, you can create any kind of a videos, whatever you want to do, right? You want to create a video, right? A boy dancing in office after his code compiled with zero errors. Let's see what it does. So come on, give me the thumbs up, if you are aware about this magic media, right? How many of you were not aware about magic media feature? Or how many of you have never tried this feature? So this Canva magic media, it can help you to generate the images for your projects, for your assignments, for your PPTs or anything, just by giving the prompt. So that means by giving a small text and converting that to image, you can create this, right? Now, how many of you want to build your own music? How many of you feel that, okay, I want to build my own music? Now, if you want to build your own music, right? If you want to build your own lyrics or something, right? You can use this website, suno.ai, right? You can use this, right, to create their own song. You can use this, okay? Now, before we talk about other things, we'll talk about a couple of tools, right, which we have with the AI, which we can use it, right? So now, if you see this, right, we have numerous number of tools, but there are like, certain tools which really help us with a different set of informations, with a different set of things. Gemini, which is integrated with Gmail now, right? Gemini, which is integrated with Gmail now, has a feature, which can summarize, or which can basically send an email on behalf of you, right? There's a there is a AI tool, which where with help of you with help of that you can write the novels, you can write the books, you can write the you can write your own books. It converts the speech, whatever the speech things and things are there, it converts that to the task, right? Means you came up, right, you have a list of tasks, you want to just like summarize those list of tasks in the right way. So you can convert those speech, you can convert those things to the text instantly using this. Emily, right? There is a tool known as Emily, which is like linked as like we'll give you the link of each and every of these tools sooner, with some of the nice, the goodies and the subscriptions. Will you get it on your email sooner? So it will help you to summarize your videos, summarize your content, right? For you. Even it can help you to write your LinkedIn comments, right? Even it can help you to write the LinkedIn comments. So this is again will be very, very helpful for the marketers, for the content creators, right? Who basically want to understand or create a new videos and summarize their videos, right? Fireflies.ai, if you go with the premium features of this, it can actually attend the meeting on behalf of you. It can actually attend the meeting on behalf of you, and you can save the time of the same. You can save your time, just by getting your action items. It can tell you that, okay, these are the action items, these are the things which you can use for. Claude, one of the very important, one of the very best tool, which is very, very helpful in the coding, right? All the tech users, they are using Claude, right? And this tool can help you to quickly create the codes to quickly debug your issues. There is a super grow, right, which can help you to find the viral post. These days everyone want to post in Instagram and become viral, right, or want to post in the LinkedIn, right? So it this super grow is a website, which will help you to find out all these viral posts and generates the LinkedIn comments, right? Not only that, but the Perplexity, we all know, right? Perplexity, it comes free with the Airtel users, right? It is very, very important, right? There are tools, of the AI which are very, very efficient in certain categories, like research category, like productivity, presentations, designs, right? So if you go ahead and if you use this Perplexity AI, right, it will help you to do the deep research. For example, when you want to create a research paper, right, when you want to create some information paper and things, you can use the Perplexity.ai, which can help you to get the all kind of research papers done, right? It will get all the information extracted for you. Okay. Now, again, people can argue on that, right? Or people can say that, okay, chat gpt is better or things, but again, all of those things depends on the prompt which you give, right? It depends on the prompt which you give to the Perplexity or to the chat gpt. But I'm talking from the model perspective, that the model is created in such a way, where you will can able to get, because it is designed specifically for the research purposes. Okay. Notion AI, you want to plan your task, you want to do the project management, put up the notes and the things. All these things will help you for the productivity, to increase your productivity faster, right? Canva, we saw, right? Magic Media and other Canva AI features you can use for the design part, right? There's a reclaim.ai which can schedule your tasks, which can do the things, right? Zapier, you can create the automations, right? And these things. So there are a lot of different tools, right? There are a lot of different the models and the things which are available, right, in the market, where they do provide certain features for the free, and they do provide certain features under the premium category or the subscription category. But using those features, you can basically use the you can basically use all of those features and make your life more better and productive. Okay. Now we'll see some of the prompts in action now. Okay, we'll see some of the prompts in action now with the GPT. Meanwhile, if you guys have any questions, if you have anything, I would request every one of you, to put up your questions and things too. Before that, how many of you have tried to take an interview, to give an interview using a GPT, a mock interview? Suppose tomorrow you have a behavioral interview, okay? You have a round for a behavioral interview and you have to give this interview over the chat GPT. So let's say we have went to this chat GPT, right? And we can enable this voice mode of chat GPT, right? We can use this voice mode of chat GPT. We can say, hi chat GPT, how are you doing?
Hey there, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Always happy to chat and help out with whatever you need.
Okay, I want to give a mock interview, and the should basically assess a candidate of 5 years of experience, which has experience with some of the great MNCs or the big fours, and we want to assess their behavioral interview. Can you conduct a mock interview with some three questions for me?
Absolutely. We can do that. Let's jump right in. So I'll ask you three behavioral style questions that fit someone with about 5 years of experience at big companies, and you can just answer as if you're the candidate. First question, can you tell me about a time when you had to navigate a really challenging team dynamic or a conflict at work? What did you do to resolve it? Second question, describe a situation where you had to adapt quickly to a
No,
significant.
I want you to ask one question at a time and let me respond and then again jump over to the second question.
Absolutely. We can do that step by step. So let's start with the first one. Can you tell me about a time when you had to navigate a challenging team conflict or a tricky dynamic at work and how you handled that situation?
Okay, I want to skip this answer.
No problem at all. We can just jump right to the next question then. So the second one is, can you describe a situation where you had to adapt quickly to a big change in a project or a process and how
Yeah,
you managed that?
yeah, recently I have to learn AI and I basically took some courses. I basically started using the tools and that helped me to quickly adapt to that.
That sounds like a great example of adapting to a new technology shift on the fly. All right, let's move on to the third question then. Can you share a time when you took the initiative on a project, maybe went a bit beyond your usual responsibilities, and what the outcome was?
The outcome was definitely great because I just put some extra efforts and it was not under my scope, but still I just I did took some more time. I connected with some of my peers who helped me, and it like the we delivered it on time rather before time.
That's a fantastic example. It really shows that you're willing to step up and go the extra mile, even if it's beyond your usual scope. And delivering ahead of time is always a win. So that wraps up our little mock interview. Great job. And if you need anything else, just let me know.
Yeah, I want you to summarize this and score this quickly, but your answer should be crisp and clear and short. Okay, so I want this to be summarized for me and just put it in a tabular format, the result.
Absolutely. Let's sum it up quickly and clearly. Here's a crisp summary in a simple table format. One, can you tell me about a time when you had to navigate a team conflict or a conflict situation? What did you do to resolve that dynamic? Diving into AI, learning a lot of new skills, got peers involved, delivered on time. So, overall, that's pretty convincing. And if you need anything else, just let me know.
Sure, thank you. So now you can see here, right, that how whatever you have talked, you can use this voice mode feature, and you can give the mock interview. You can upload your resume, you can ask it to analyze the resume, and you can do it. You can basically talk to the AI like your real mentor, like a real person, right? So this is how the entire summary, entire thing you can put it up and you can talk to the AI. Now, give me the quick celebration emoji if you have never ever tried that. So I think this is one of the very important feature, where you can actually understand, you can actually see that how you can use the chat GPT voice mode to test out the things, right? To try, you should try, this thing for your interviews for like preparing for any subject, right? Now, let's try the prompt, which we have talked about it. Example, what? Give me the good hotel in Paris. Format the answer in numbered list and just give top five. So you see, it has given us the top five hotels. And as I asked it to format the answer in a numbered list, so it has formatted the answer in the form of numbered list. Okay. Now, what if I change my prompt to this? I have to go for 2 day trip to Paris with my family and looking for the hotel in the downtown area. Hotel should be comfortable, and rating should be above 4.5. budget wise not too high, and I want the amenities like breakfast, or I would say like complimentary breakfast and dinner in hotel. Also, I need pickup and drop for the airport. Format my answer in short and numbered list and give me best three with pricing in INR. Now I have done what? That instead of asking direct question, that generic question that what is the best five hotel, I have just put all the requirement that I'm going for a Paris with the family trip. I want a hotel right in the downtown area. The rating should be this. The budget wise should be this. These are the complimentary breakfast and things. Now you see that that response which came immediately here, right? Now, right now, GPT is still searching for the things, right? It is still thinking for the search. It is exploring because now it will do a bit of deep research, right? It will do a bit of deep research. It will analyze, and you see, instead of giving me the whole big paragraph of the answer, it has just formatted everything and just given me the answer within the three lines, right? Within the three numbers, right? So that is how your prompt should be there, right? We will be giving you some examples of 250 prompts like this, where you can help using those prompts, you can create the best of your resume. You can answer, you can analyze your reports, you can analyze your financial reports, you can plan your five day of a trip, you can plan your day, you can plan your AI, that how that AI can make your day productive, right? You can plan all of those things. So yes, using all of those different prompts, it will help you to get lot of different informations and understand that. Now, before we move on to the next part, right, where we will be we will be opening the things from our audience, right, to have the questions. If they have any questions, we'll be free to answer that. We would like to know, what is the one thing you have learned in this session, in the last 1 hour? What is something, one thing which you learned as a new right now? So there is a question, that, okay, which one is best for students, GPT or Gemini? Okay. So the best choice, again, it comes on the requirement, it comes on the needs, right? But if you want to do some creative writing, you want to do some code and all the deep, in-depth explanations, I would suggest you to go with GPT, right? As I showed in the example, about the model things. But if you want to go with the GPT, uh, you want to go with the human in-depth, like the research, right? And you want to do the things, like a research paper creation and stuff, then you can go with the Gemini. So I think yes, a lot of people have talking about the prompts, right? Because we are talking about the prompts, right? That how that we can put up, how we can use the prompts in a best way, right? To the best of our stuff. So we will see, some of more prompts, like, and we'll ask you guys that if this prompt is a safe or unsafe. There are categories, of the prompts where you can say that if it is a safer prompt or if it is a unsafer. I'm putting up one prompt here, right? Now, help me understand that if this prompt is a safer prompt or it's an unsafer prompt. The prompt goes like this: draft an apology email to our investor about the product delays. Is this the right prompt? Okay, if someone is saying it's a safer prompt. Let's see about else. So ideally, this is not a safer prompt because we should not use the personal names and the things. And in fact, in a better way, we can write is that draft a professional email, draft a professional email informing a stakeholder about a timeline adjustment, about a timeline adjustment, right? So people who are from the finance and things, right? For them, tell me if this is safe or unsafe prompt, right? If this is safe or unsafe prompt, right? Summarize the 2025 financial report for XYZ corporation. Is this a safe or unsafe? Again, this is not safe because if you are not using any secured tools, right? If you are not using the enterprise secured tools and things, you should not give the client name, you should not give the company name, the numbers, right? So you can rather put this as that summarize a sample quarterly financial report focusing on revenue trends and opportunities, right? We should not do, we should use this AI at our work, at anywhere in a very safe manner, because whatever the confidential information is there, we are passing that also to the AI. So we should be very, very, uh, we should be very, very like aware about the situation that okay, or cautious, right? That whether we are using AI in a better way or not, right? So we should be talking about, we should always think about the AI safety guidelines, where we should always talk about the security of all this prompts or the information which we are passing to that, right? Because it is going to have all of the information, right? Now, someone has asked me that can you suggest the best AI for cyber security? Now, again, the best AI for cybersecurity, first of all, I didn't again understand the question, but that depends, what you want to do in a cybersecurity. Do you want to put it, go on the endpoint management? Do you want to go with the IAM, right? Do you want to go with some XDR, SIM, and all those things, right? So in that case, the in terms of the the attacks and stuff, the Palo Alto has a lot of good tools, right? Checkpoint has a lot of good tools. CrowdStrike and Akamai, these kind of companies, they have the platforms, right? Like CrowdStrike has a Falcon platform, right? And Akamai has a Akamai Hunt, right? So these companies, they IBM Watson. So all of these tools are basically helping us with identifying all these attacks and the stuffs. Okay, so yes, we will be like having, we'll be sharing all the to all the registered users, to all the participants, whoever has joined, right? We can uh talk about all of the different like we'll be sharing all the goodies, we'll be sharing the 250 my prompt copy, we'll be sharing the participation certifications and things to each and every one of you, right? And there's a question, where like it says that can you tell me that which AI can help me to make a full working website? Definitely there are a lot of them, but one of the one which is very good and doing great, is Lovable. Lovable is the very good, which is basically creating the websites end to end based on the React and the things. And definitely you should use that. Okay. Any other questions? We will take last two questions, guys. Yes, as I said, right, that you can talk about anything, you can argue with me, because again, it depends on the requirement, it depends on your prompt and things. and the model which you're gonna using, that which will be better or which will not be better. Okay, so we don't have any questions, anything. So again, I would like to thank every one of you for joining, right? And by the Monday, you will be getting all the goodies and the things in your email, and you will be putting it up. I hope you guys got the good information. You got the good of the things. Again, remember that if your prompt is better, if your things are better, okay, it will be helping you with the
डाउट है
it will be helping you, with the things,
एक्सक्यूज
and
मी
to
सर
make your answers and responses in a much better way. Okay, now,
बात नहीं सुन रहे
yeah, Ashwani, you want to say anything?
सर मैं ये पूछ रहा था कि एआई में किस फील्ड में स्कोप है मतलब किस फील्ड को हमें चूज करना चाहिए और कितने स्कोप है एआई के अंदर उसके बारे में बता दीजिए सर थोड़ा सा
आपको किस फील्ड में जाना है एआई में?
यस सर ये मुझे जानना है कि अगर मुझे मतलब मुझे पता ही नहीं है कि ऑप्शंस क्या क्या है मेरे पास
अभी आप क्या करते हैं?
अभी सर मैं बीटेक सेकेंड ईयर स्टूडेंट हूँ सी एस ए आई
Okay, so I think first of all, you should understand, you should know this prompt engineering, right? Learning and understanding that how these AI models works, right? Because if you are a BTech second year, so by the time you will be out, right? आप जब तक बाहर अपने कॉलेज से आएंगे, तब तक आपको एआई के साथ में आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि आप कैसे अपना खुद का एआई एजेंट बना सकते हैं। कैसे आप एआई एजेंट के ऊपर सिक्योरिटी लगा सकते हैं। तो ये सारे कैसे आप एआई एजेंट्स को ट्रबल शूट कर सकते हैं, कौन सा मॉडल चूज करना चाहिए किस पर्टिकुलर सिनेरियो के लिए। तो दैट शुड बी हेल्पफुल, सो आई थिंक यू शुड टेक सम एंड टू एंड एआई बिल्डिंग द एआई एजेंट कोर्स. So I think like someone has put up a question, right? That is it possible to that cyber security field can be totally replaced by AI? So again, I will say, right, nothing, AI is not replacing anything, right? It's just amplifying. So there's no field which can replace anything. So AI is not replacing anything. It's not gonna replace anything. It is just making the things amplified. It is making better. Now, is there any uncensored AI that don't restrict user for answering? So yes, we do have some of the tools, right? We do have that no limit GPT, right? You have a freedom GPT which you can use for that. Kev. Okay, how many of you found this session, that okay, it was helpful for you? We'll send you the feed, give with us the celebration emoji, give us the heart emoji, if you found it as a helpful, right? Now we'll give you all, we'll send you all the feedback form, which you can fill up. Again, we keep on doing this promotional event, we keep on doing this thing where we'll be keep on updating to you. Again, there is no cost, there is nothing strings attached to that, where we'll be doing this event on a time to time basis. And our target is simple, that we want to share the knowledge, we want to grow together, and we want to help the people, who are like who want some answers, or our college going students, or the new people who are going to come in. Okay, so thank you guys. Bhumika, I think you would like to wrap up the things.
Yeah. So, first of all, thank you to all the wonderful audience for joining our webinar. I hope it would be really helpful for you all, as well as it was very helpful for me also. And I would also like to thank you, sir, for giving us such insightful experience of this AI world. We are really looking forward to see you all. And once again, thank you all for joining. It was wonderful being in touch with you. So yeah, you all can leave now.
We can have a LinkedIn ID,
Yeah.
for all of us. I can ping this. If you have any questions, any things, you can connect with me over the LinkedIn, and we can talk, as and when we are getting the time. We'll be also we have added a lot of every one of you on the WhatsApp group, and we'll post our LinkedIn ID there too. If you still feel that you have any questions, anything, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn, follow our channel, follow at us at Insta, and connect us at anywhere, and we can put up, right? Thank you, everyone. Thank you.